Yes. Okay. Thank you.
I have with me Grandmaster Praggnanandhaa and Anish Giri. The result was 1-0. From how you feel?
Yeah, it's good to start saving for the. I don't know. It was a very interesting round. At some point, I thought I was close to winning, and then I blended knight of 3. It's not good.
You chose a big surprise, an opening that on my database I only saw that you played once in your career so far, the game 3 attack. Tell us a little bit about the idea behind it.
Yeah, no, just to get something fun the first game. Usually, like it takes time to get into it. Even time. Like, you face something like this in your first game, it's sometimes unpleasant. So, yeah, I thought it was a easy choice, but I think Anish knew almost still there, I guess, yeah. And yeah, it's fine from there. There's nothing much, but at least it's it's playable, and I don't think Void is too much. I knew somewhere till here. I looked at it in the morning, and it should be fine from that, but at least I can keep playing. Yeah, it's not clear. Take rook e1 felt logical because, yeah, if I trade rooks, it should be good for me because, I mean, more pieces I trade, it should be good because there's no attack and I can try to.
Let's go back to the funny one. So sorry. Anish, how did you feel seeing the Grand Prix attack played against you?
Yeah, I think it's one of, I mean, nowadays it's the kind of thing you would expect.
So you expected this effect?
Well, I mean, not this particular one, otherwise I would play most of it faster, but it is kind of natural that people are looking very wide as well, and not just very deep. So, yeah, I was expecting it at some point.
So wide surprise, we know you covered this in your course, this variation.
Sorry, is it also in my course?
Yes.
What I did?
Yes.
No, F5 castle is there.
Yes, that's what you recommend.
No, I think bishop b5, bishop d7, bishop c4 instead of a4, a6. There, bishop e6 is stronger.
Yeah, but I think I.
Show me the moment.
I mean,
I know a4, a6 included. Yeah, like you can get it instead of here bishop c4.
But I'm sure that.
Yeah, bishop c4 and c6. If you do the same, and what happened in the game is better version for black.
Yeah, but
yes, Anish, you faced bishop c4 in 2 games in the database from what I saw. Once.
No, but I mean, after I made the course, I did a little bit of work on chess anyway. Yes, in the last 5 years. So,
right.
I think I knew the line, but I had a lot of options, and at some point I think I maybe misplayed a little bit. Yeah, but I think, to be honest, until I blundered, it was okay, but it was getting unpleasant, of course. Yeah, maybe in that position that Prague showed, where I went to rook. No, maybe before I allow knight f6. Maybe here I can do something else. I mean, no, sorry, move earlier. 7 knight g6.
Rook f8, yeah?
For example, maybe rook f8, yeah?
No, I knew knight g6 was the move, but I was wondering what to do after
knight g6 is the move, yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's the move, but it's.
Because I thought that, I don't think black is really worse, but I thought that after knight f6 takes white is at least on the good side, maybe, of quality. Yeah, maybe I have to be more precise.
I think this f4 is. I was not sure about it because I remember like clicking through a bit here. Sometimes computer wanted to trade all the pieces, even with black. Like with pawn on f5, it's some kind of like a fortress. Yeah, like my king can't like come out.
Yeah, but I didn't really want to trade. Like initially, I didn't want to trade here, but then after you went queen e6, then I realized that if I don't trade, I thought I have a good version here because I can print king very quickly and c5. To be honest, I think it's completely fine for black now.
Yeah, it should be, but I don't know.
Yeah, this rook e4 was a good try because it confused me completely, but
And rook e1 is just probably draw, yeah?
Why was rook e4 confusing?
because he gives me extra options with d5, d4, and if I was expecting more like here, and I was going to go rook f5 takes knight e5, but I don't know if that idea is.
Yeah, I thought it's just, I mean, I couldn't see anything. Yeah, rook f, no, first rook
it
f5.
doesn't matter actually the order, doesn't matter the order, yeah. I think knight c5 is also.
Oh, so here rook f5.
Yeah, f5,
Yeah,
knight
doesn't
f7,
matter.
knight c5. I mean,
I couldn't find anything.
it's nothing at all. Yeah, I mean, like even if there was something. It could be
Rook
great.
f1, king e7, I thought it's completely nothing.
Yeah, because okay, white can free the knight, of course, always, but normally I should regain the pawn, and it's very dispensable. But of course, it's not really great start to the game anyway. But yeah, it was okay. And in the game, I have options.
Oh,
Yeah, I have options. 95 as well, d5 as well.
Knight e5, I thought bishop e5.
Yeah, it's not clean.
Knight
it's not
e5,
clean anymore.
d4,
Yeah, it's not clean
didn't see
anymore.
anything.
But it has to be draw. Even if your knight is good, it should be not lost. But if your knight is bad, it has to be drawn.
Okay, so that's to.
No, it's not. Of course, I want to do it cleaner. Yeah. Bishop.
bishop e1, knight c5.
No, yeah, rook e4 is what I understand from afar. But I think I played okay. And
Yeah, knight e4. No, the important point is c3, knight h2, king h2, dc. Like you have this intermediate.
dc.
And what if you play b4 instead of
c3?
yeah?
I thought just knight e3, I didn't really.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Yeah. So I
Like
expected
BC,
from white.
knight c2, some rook c5, and then there's some conflict.
Yeah, yeah.
I wasn't sure.
Played some h3, yeah. h3, maybe yeah, it confused me. But I think I'm okay. c3, knight if I put c4 here.
c4, knight e3, I thought it's.
Yeah, I was gonna go and b4, let's say.
Before b6, I wasn't sure of it.
e5, yeah, I don't know. So
Okay, with this before.
Yeah.
before b6, e5.
Okay, somewhere I thought knight e5, knight e3,
Yeah,
I
that
don't know,
was
can
sort
go
of the
wrong for me
idea.
also.
Yeah, but I thought to be honest, in the game I was kind of relaxed. It was. Yeah, knight g5 was a good try. I just blundered at knight g5, knight g4. I think it's just. Okay, it's not pleasant. Yeah, I blundered something here. If I go knight, yeah, I think I blundered at b6. It's impossible. Just.
Oh, that it was possible, I see.
I mean, I saw rook takes g5. I forgot against rook c6. But basically just blundered under time pressure. I think this is already lost.
I could have probably played a cleaner way. I just
No, but
did.
you-
I forgot knight
I think you
f3.
did it very clean. I think rook game is completely winning.
You
I have
But it's a specific way. Yeah, rook f4, rook f6. I guess.
I had this endgame once against Mamedjarov with the other side when that time it was an f1. When the c pawn is on c5 or f5, you just complete toast because you cannot your king is ever cut off. And I lost in exactly the same way once before. It
Yeah,
just
so you're
lost.
just getting up.
It was not the plan. I think if I just go instead of it's also stupid. If I just go knight takes h4 instead of this obviously is so much within the margin. Yeah, instead of
But I wasn't sure. Knight h4, knight e6.
yes, but it's within the margin for sure. Even some b6, I don't know. So let's say knight h4. No, of course it's not. No, I mean, of course it's not how you want the game to go, but it should still be well within. Let's say knight f6. Yeah, that's why I didn't do this because I don't play everything cleaner with that.
I wasn't sure how to play this.
Yeah, it's very double-edged,
Well,
very sharp.
very icky for black, but it should be very much within the drawing margin. But
But I think you have to play okay. Like, I wasn't sure how to play because I thought first I thought knight f6 was, then I realized knight f8 check. Like knight h4, knight e6,
what if just b6 after?
b6, c4 maybe.
Can you go with b6? Let's
Here?
say no.
No, knight g5, knight h4,
Knight h4, yeah.
knight e6, b6. I think c4. I wasn't sure. Like knight f6, knight f8 again.
Yeah, it is also a little bit unpleasant because I haven't. So you can't go knight to d4. That's my plan.
Knight f4, I think it's the tempo.
Yeah, sorry. Here you get that. Yeah.
Then if you check,
And is this okay? There's also
This-
a 4 is there. That's-
Yeah.
Okay, so can you go move back? Can you go one more move back?
Probably have to like move the
No,
knight
it's just
and
that, yeah. And
give
knight,
C5.
knight F.
right? If I
Start
get
is also-
C5 and then D4.
Yeah, no, it's looks okay.
Probably there should be like maybe a concrete way, but it looks.
No, there should be a way to draw for sure, but maybe it's not as easy as I mean, I didn't think it was easy, otherwise I would have done it. But I felt that so far, let's say I played bad and slow, but the markup of the game still saved me. And after I blundered, no longer does.
Let me bring you back to Yekaterinburg, in which you lost also your first round, but then you reached third place up until the ends, and you managed to bounce back. Do you take that into frame of reference for this tournament?
Yeah, plan was to do the same.
Yes.
I lose the first round and make a monumental comeback. Just instead of losing last rounds, winning last rounds. So far, you can say everything is according to plan.
And Praggnanandhaa, how do you feel with this, with starting this tournament with a win, and how many decisive games we're having in this round one?
Yeah, I think from my part, I think it's a good game. I don't think I made any obvious mistakes, but yeah, I think it's a good start. I don't know about other games. They were tricky. Like I didn't really follow them closely. Yeah, it's surprising that there are so many differences.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you
Okay.
see just one moment? Because I was
Yes,
wondering
sure.
if Carlos game.
Oh, the Carlos game.
Yeah, just
Oh.
watching it now.
So,
And I was already losing. Can we go a few moves back? Yeah. So, can you go 2 moves back?
Bishop on D5 and king on D6.
So what if why not king C5 the bishop before?
Yeah, that's what I
yeah,
wanted
this
to
is a crazy line. So this,
These are
but it's still winning. It's winning by force. This is
From
in
what?
Queen B1. Yes, this is a crazy. I'm
No,
so
I
glad
thought that
you
was the
brought that.
plan when he went king D6.
Because I thought that why did Fabio allow this and then why didn't he do this? I assumed there was some win here, but I couldn't see it.
So Queen B1.
King C3
And
is
King
more
C3
logical
also
now.
Queen B1. And the idea is.
Why it allows this plan? I guess yeah.
Yeah,
But it's very
Queen
scary.
B1 now.
The kings have attacked the piece suddenly.
Yeah, because otherwise, like before the black was so like it's just so hopeless. But here I thought there's a chance. And
And it's a way to kind of.
but I knew that if Ricardo doesn't do this, there must be a forced loss. I just didn't see it. But I think he found it. Yeah.
Even like Bishop G3, there's Queen E1 in the
Yeah. But I was.
Yeah, at some point you're getting like Queen E1, King B3, and some Bishop F3, Bishop
Yeah.
E1.
Yeah, because at that point my rook endgame was lost with such a margin that I didn't really
Right.
see much point.
Okay, we're gonna open the floor for questions from other press. So please lift your hand and you'll get a mic.
My question is for Anish. Well, you avoided the rook's exchange. I don't know why. Like, you played rook f8, and I couldn't understand this move. Like, I don't know why. If you consider like rook takes e1, and maybe you saw that you didn't want to draw or something.
No, at that point I already wanted. I think I was already okay with the draw because I think at that point white is on the good side. But I thought if I trade rooks, my f4 pawn will be very weak. So although I think it should still be also holding, I thought that keeping the rooks on the board is more practical because I thought that in this position my king is the safe, is kind of safer king sort of. So I thought to compensate for the weak f4 pawn, I should keep rooks for some sort of initiative. But then the next move I traded queens, so it didn't really look convincing. But yeah, I thought trading queens is easier than trading rooks, to be honest. After let's say take on e1, yeah, let's say takes on e1, bishop takes e1. I couldn't quite force it. Queen e7, let's say. Okay, he had some king f1.
Yeah, king f1, yeah.
King f1 was very annoying.
Oh, very nice.
h4 is coming, right?
Yeah, sometimes h4, but it's just f4 pawn is kind of soft, so it's a little icky. And in the game, by the way, if I go rook f8, if after queen e6, how awful is to go queen c7?
Feels wrong, yeah.
It feels very wrong. I give you a lot of like it's like I'm bullied by the trade, yeah. But
Yes.
at the same time,
I don't know, some H4, H5,
Next one.
it's bad, yeah. Like, yeah, no, I mean, I think this endgame I was actually happy with what I did. I thought that what I'm doing is better defense than.
But it's probably just this concrete way on knight G5, otherwise king on D7.
No, of course, but that's not 95. I mean, I think still it should be just draw. But of course, it's a little unpleasant, yeah. I don't know. I don't know when I got worse. So I say f4 is when I got worse. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, in hindsight, I didn't like. Yeah, I don't know. I think this, instead of allowing 95, 96, probably something nicer program.
Any other questions? Yeah.
Anish? Anyway. Anish, okay, I want to ask about the game tomorrow. You are going to play against Fabiano, and then you are one of the not so many players who actually has the score, the plus score against Fabi. I have it in my statistics here. You have 6 wins, 4 losses, and 32 draws in the classical games. I mean, still leading the personal score. So how are you looking into the game tomorrow? And then you're playing white.
Well, I also had a good score against Prague. She fixed a little bit. So tomorrow is a great opportunity for Fabi to fix his bad score against me as well, I guess. But of course, at some point I'll bounce back. Whether that will be tomorrow, I'm not sure.
We have another question in front.
Yes. This one's for Anish. Guess his mic isn't really working. Anish, talking about being a comeback player, what are some things that you do mentally that keeps you positive and focused going into that next round?
Well, I mean, you know, I'm a very experienced player, so I even had experience of losing the first round of candidates before. So when you have so much experience, it's very easy to go through life.
Congrats on both of you.
Question over here.
My question is for Praggnanandhaa. This isn't your first candidates. How does the result, winning the first one, compare to past years, and how do you feel compared to past years?
Yeah, last year I didn't do the first game, lost the second one, then won third. So I mean, it was okay start, but I think winning the first game can't be any better than that. So, but okay, it's just the first game. Yeah, there are 13 more games. And one thing I learned from last year is that I mean, it's not over till the end, like we saw last year. So yeah, you just have to play every game. Every game is important. You just have to give your best in every game.
Any more questions from the floor? Yes, in the back.
My question is for Grandmaster Anish Giri. I saw you chuckling a bit after like the first 5 moves when the opening happened. What was going through your mind, and when did you start to feel that the position was more or less unpleasant for you to play before the blunder?
Yeah, it was kind of funny because I remembered my prep and the text. Sometimes my coach writes texts in my prep, and the text in this line was, "You can do this anyway, it will never happen." So, I was thinking he didn't write it in any other line in the 150 files that he made. In this one he did, so kind of funny.
And when did you think things turned around?
It helped me remember the line though, because I remember, when you have some text, it helps you remember. But yeah, it's kind of funny that he had to write the text that it will never happen.
In the file.
I just did it in the first round. It was kind of funny.
Maybe that's an inside job. Remains to be seen.
No, I don't think he knows the future. I mean, if he sees the future, he's a very bad person. Imagine he knows what will happen and he's just setting me up.
Any other questions? Yes?
Yeah, my question on the same note is for Prag. Like, how did you decide to try this? Because Grand Prix is played generally at a much amateur level, or this opening is not that popular at Super GM level. So how did you decide?
Yeah, I was shown that this is interesting, so I liked it, and we decided to give it a go. But I mean, as I said, I think first game facing something like this can be unpleasant because you are not fully settled into the tournament. So I thought it can be a good try. I mean, there were some fun lines, but what we got and I think the most fun line possible, but I thought it's playable and it made some sense.
Thank you.
Any more questions from the floor? Okay, we'll be closing this press conference down. Gentlemen, have a good rest and good luck for tomorrow. Thank you.
How about 2 questions? That sounds fair. It's up to you how long you go. Okay. Thanks. We're here with Grandmaster Praggnanandhaa, who won his game today. Of course, the big talk was your choice of the Grand Prix with the F5 pawn set.